Hello and welcome to my newest video. Today I'm going to take a quick first look that it's a little bit different and not necessarily looking at one specific crypto game, but on two different upcoming conferences or events within the crypto gaming space, which is really fascinating and really interesting to me because that already tells you a lot about where the industry or this small space that comparatively is still in its infancy tries to go and tries to grow in the future. As you can see here from the screen, there's going to be a PocketGamer PGConnects conference in San Francisco in May, and there's actually going to be another conference, so you most likely won't be able, if you think about participating and joining the event, going to both, because the other one that's called Crypto Games Conference is also going to be in May. Now you actually will have to travel quite a bit in this small amount of time because one is in Ukraine and the other one is obviously in San Francisco, so you definitely have to travel a bit in order to make it in time. Check it out yourself. This is going to be a short video. This is still going to be a first look at both of these conferences. There is not too much information yet. You can basically do registration. You can, as you see, don't miss the world's first dedicated blockchain games event, which is really interesting because it's not just necessarily about cryptocurrency. There are a lot of events already going on right now about cryptocurrency, but this is only about crypto games, which again speaks volumes to me that this kind of industry tries to take itself really serious. There are going to be a lot of key speakers, as you can see here. For example, in San Francisco, there's going to be a speaker from Referium. I haven't done a video about this. This is not actually a game, but it's a platform. But there's also going to be Tony Pierce from Reality Clash. I did a video about it. I'm not sure if it's going to be uploaded after this video or before, but I did a video about it. This is basically an augmented reality mobile game with the integration of blockchain technology on the Ethereum blockchain, to be specific. But there's also Etherplay, which is another game. I think it's another game, to be honest. There's Terra Virtua, which also wants to be another platform for crypto gaming. There's BitGuild, which is also another platform, which is really interesting. Wax Token obviously have had a lot of major news partnering up with Etherbots, for example, and some other major players in the crypto gaming space. So yeah, just tells me a lot of how big this whole thing can get and how serious the crypto gaming industry or the blockchain gaming industry already takes itself. There are going to be some different topics like the blockchain basics, so maybe you can even learn something about this new space evolving right now, ICO insights, ICO insights, and token trends, blockchain game design, so how to make a game and market it, basically. Maybe not just even on the Ethereum blockchain using an ERC20 token, but maybe even on the Neo blockchain or maybe A-chain, I don't know yet. Maybe I'm going to go to one of these two as well. Both of them are equally far apart to me to some degree. Well, actually, the one in San Francisco is even further away. But yeah, check it out yourself. Maybe even register if you're interested in joining. I don't know if they're going to be broadcasting in some kind of way, maybe on Twitch, maybe on some other streaming platform. I don't even know. Maybe you want to answer that if anyone knows in the discussion. I'm sorry, in the comments below, because I don't know if there's already a cryptocurrency streaming platform, for example, for anything or everything involved about cryptocurrency. I don't know if there's anything like that yet. Maybe they will stream it there. Other than that, maybe there's going to be YouTube videos about the interviews and the different events and the key speakers talking about these different topics. As you can see also here, there's a summary of, there's 4 tracks, 40 countries, 500 delegates actually, full access to PGConnects. So I think PGConnects. I think PGConnects is actually PocketGamer, which is a bigger website that talks about all these things gaming, basically. They have also recently released their first blockchain game website, which is called blockchaingamer.biz. You can check this out yourself as well. Maybe I'm going to post it in the video description as a link too. Other than that, check out this event. I guess the main sponsor is actually PocketGamer. PocketGamer. The other one, as I said before, is Crypto Games Conference. There are also going to be a few key speakers. I guess this one is going to be a little bit smaller, but they have more crypto game specialists, or at least main developers or just some of the main heads of these different games and not just platforms for crypto games. So you have CryptoKitties obviously being the most popular one, Benny Yang. You also have, where do we have him? Like you have Anton Tillotson of Lordmancer too. I also did a video about this one. Obviously, what's also quite interesting, they have Parsec Frontiers, Henning Rockling. I did a video about Parsec Frontiers before. There's also someone from Dragonerium. So a lot of different games and platforms. Decentraland obviously being one of the major players in this crypto gaming space. And it's quite interesting just to see again this industry evolve. Having these conferences obviously speaks for this space. And if you're an early investor that maybe has some concerns about this whole industry not really taking itself too serious, maybe you kind of have seen all these developments of these proof of weak hands that to me are not necessarily any games. They're kind of gambling. And again, these conferences just tell me that there's much more going on, and a lot of these games take themselves really seriously, and they try to develop the best integration of blockchain games with actual gameplay, with a real user incentive, with a practical use case. And yeah, I think that the only option to go from here is having this industry grow, and maybe even having some major publisher like EA or Activision Blizzard joining the integration of blockchain later down the line, or maybe even one of these games getting as big as some of the major publishers, you know, of all these AAA games. Yeah, I think again the sky is the limit. I'm definitely highly optimistic of where the industry is going right now. I think it's still in its infancy. It has so much potential to grow. There's so much money to be made, and obviously if you have this major investment integration, because it's always done on the blockchain, all these games can provide a basic economy to some degree, where people can really earn money or cryptocurrency by playing the game and enjoying the economy and trading their digital assets. I think again this can be really successful. So yeah, check it out yourself. Both of these websites, I'm going to post cryptogames.events in the video description below. Check it out yourself. Maybe you're close to Ukraine, maybe you're even living in the Ukraine, so you can go to the event. I think you can still enter the conference. It's not, the registration is not closed yet. The same goes for the PocketGamer Connect San Francisco. I think both of them are the first one of its kind. So yeah, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about these conferences. Do you feel the same way as I do? Are you highly optimistic, or do you see that as just some kind of I don't know? Do you see these kind of events as something that just basically are shill fest to some degree, where people or game developers try to promote their game even though they're not really critically asking the questions that are, in my opinion, needed to be asked in order for the industry to grow? Yeah, check it out yourself. Hope you liked the video. And as always, well, there's not really a disclaimer I have to say here that you should always do your own research when investing into any of these games with your real Ethereum. But again, please don't take this video as financial advice. Obviously, if you're interested in one of these conferences, you go to the conferences and you want to invest in some of these games or on some of these platforms that most of them have their own token sale or have had their own ICO, please always do your own research and own due diligence, as I always say. Yeah, hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.